Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay, through the Albay Provincial Health Office, plans to reactivate the Albay Provincial AIDS Council to enhance support for people living with human immunodeficiency virus. This initiative also addresses a national public health emergency due to a spike in HIV cases, as the Philippines sees the fastest growth in HIV infections in the Western Pacific region. According to Albay PIO, this step is backed by legislative measures, especially Provincial Ordinance Number 0027-2024, titled Promulgating Policies and Measures for the Prevention, Treatment, Care, and Support of Sexually Transmitted Infections, Human Immunodeficiency Virus, Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome in the province of Albay, and appropriating funds therefor, by Committee on Health and Social Services Chairperson Victor V. Siga, Jr. Reactivating the council ensures the implementation of the provincial response to local STI, HIV, and AIDS issues, aligning with national policies and targets. The council will oversee the coordination and execution of intervention programs, including education and communication, research, screening, testing, and counseling, and ensuring health services availability to combat HIV and AIDS. The Bicol region has reported 3,353 confirmed HIV/AIDS cases, with 273 deaths from 1984 to February 2025, according to the Department of Health Bicol Center for Health Development. Albay has the second highest number of cases, contributing 29% of the total. In other story, the Albay Provincial Health Office and the Department of Health Bicol Center for Health Development are urging healthy individuals to donate blood in advance of global celebration of World Blood Donor Day, June 14, and that would be tomorrow. A mobile blood donation drive was held on June 11 from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the LCC Events Hall in Legazpi City. This initiative is a collaborative effort between Albay PIO and the Department of Health Bicol CHD through the National Voluntary Blood Services Program and the Bicol South Luzon Sub-National Reference Laboratory. The drive aims to rally communities across the province and the region to donate blood, emphasizing this year's theme, Give Blood, Give Hope. Together we save lives, which highlights the importance of voluntary blood donation in saving lives. Healthy individuals aged 18 to 60 are encouraged to donate, while those aged 16 to 17 need parental consent, and regular donors aged 61 to 65 require physician screening. To be eligible for donation, individuals must have had at least 8 hours of sleep, consumed a healthy meal, and refrained from alcohol for at least 24 hours. This blood drive builds on recent efforts from the aforementioned office and partner agencies, including a similar mobile donation event held on March 21 at the Albay Astrodome. In the national scene, the International Criminal Court has denied former President Rodrigo Duterte's bid to disqualify 2 judges from pre-trial Chamber 1. In a June 9 ruling signed by Judge Tomoko Akane, the ICC stated that the application to change the chamber's composition was unanimously rejected during a plenary session. The defense's concerns focused on the judges' potential bias arising from their involvement in previous rulings affirming jurisdiction over the Philippines, despite the nation's withdrawal from the ICC in 2019. It is worth noting that this is the second time the Duterte's defense team has failed to disqualify the judges in question. After the first attempt was dismissed due to procedural issues, the former president's defense team refiled their application with the ICC presidency, which was acknowledged on May 14. In other story, the Department of Transportation, the Bureau of Immigration, and the Manila International Airport Authority have signed an agreement to shorten lines at immigration counters. Included in the agreement is a provision to fund the overtime pay, honoraria, and other related expenses of immigration officers during peak seasons. DOTR's Senior Undersecretary Attorney Jovan Lopez stated that this initiative aims to reduce congestion at immigration counters. To achieve this, the MIAA will utilize a portion of the authorized airport collections to fund the immigration service charge, which will be disbursed as overtime pay or honoraria based on the rates set by the Civil Service Commission and other applicable regulations. This initiative supports the goal of keeping immigration counters fully staffed, especially as international arrivals continue to rise. In other news, the Commission on Appointments has officially confirmed Jose Ramon Aliling as Secretary of the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. During the confirmation hearing, Aliling presented an expanded vision for the National Housing Roadmap, highlighting the new components under the Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino 4PH program. He emphasized a commitment to inclusivity in the department's program, noting revived housing finance initiatives and the relaunch of the Community Mortgage Program, which aims to assist informal settler families and low-income earners. To improve housing service delivery, Aliling stated that the department will accelerate digitalization and establish one-stop shops nationwide to streamline permitting and regulatory processes. This confirmation further strengthens the administration's agenda for a Bagong Pilipinas, anchored on inclusive development and improved quality of life for all Filipinos. And in the news outside the country, President Donald Trump stated that U.S. personnel were being relocated for the potentially dangerous Middle East as nuclear talks with Iran stalled and fears of regional conflict grew. Trump also reiterated that the U.S. would not allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon amid increasing speculation that Israel could target Tehran's facilities. Iran has threatened to attack U.S. military bases in the region if conflict erupts. A U.S. official had previously indicated that staff levels at the embassy in Iraq were being reduced due to security concerns, while reports suggested that personnel were also being moved from Kuwait and Bahrain. Tehran and Washington have conducted 5 rounds of discussions since April to negotiate a new nuclear deal to replace the 2015 accord that Trump abandoned during his first term in 2018. And finally, in the news outside the country, the Joint United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS and the World Health Organization are urging President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to sign an executive order declaring HIV a public health emergency as the Philippines faces the fastest growing HIV epidemic in the Asia-Pacific. The number of new HIV cases has surged by 550% from 4,400 in 2010 to 29,600 in 2024. An estimated 252,800 Filipinos will be living with HIV by 2025, with one-third of new cases affecting individuals aged 15 to 24. Prevention efforts are hindered by low funding. Only 6% of the 3.6 billion pesos HIV budget in 2023, and delays caused by reduced international aid. UNAIDS and WHO caution about increasing health costs and strain on the healthcare system if prevention gaps go unaddressed. And that's all for the News at 12, June 13, 2025. We'll be back next week for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer, LJ Lorejo and Erica Dumlao. And on the technical side, Ted Bobbis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenn Daong Bungao. I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.